Hi everyone, welcome back to Hook and Sword. Today we are going to learn how to make this cute little headband. It's a Pokeball headband, of course, and it's very beginner, very easy to make. It took me about an hour to make, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what you need to make this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is yarn. I used Red Heart with Love for all of it. That way it kind of gives you a smooth transition between colors. So all of this is Red Heart with Love. I'm just going to tell you the colors. So first off, this is Holly Berry. This is my red. This is the brightest red I could find with this brand. So then I got black. And then I have white. So these you can find in any Joann's. You could find it at Walmart, Michael's, those kinds of stores. Now, if you're going to be doing Red Heart with Love, I recommend using whatever hook size this usually calls for, and that is a K10.5 or a 6.5 size. Next, you're going to need some yarn needles. So these yarn needles their eyes are a lot bigger compared to a sewing needle. So you'll definitely need those to tie in the ends between colors. You're going to need some scissors. And how I like to crochet the actual headband and the little button here is actually stitch markers. You can use maybe, you could probably tie a little piece of yarn, but I just like to use stitch markers. They're not too expensive and you can always use a coupon, but get the ones that has a little opening right here. You see how it opens right there? You don't want to get ones that completely close all the way around. Those are meant for knitting. You're looking for ones with openings. And that's it. That's all you need to get started. And I'm going to turn the camera down and I'm going to show you how to make this. Okay, so we're going to start with the white yarn to create the foundation chain. So how to make a foundation chain: 2 fingers, have it underneath your yarn, and you're going to form an X with it. Hold on to the X and flip over your fingers. Now you see there's 2 loops on your fingers. You're going to take your hook and you're going to go under and over. You're going to keep pulling, pulling, pulling until you have a knot. Pull the working yarn until the knot is flush against your hook. Now you're going to create tension by holding your yarn a certain way. That way you have enough room to form chains. Now you're going to be chaining 68. So you're going to keep going yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through. You're going to keep doing this 68 times, and this will be the length of your headband. Now, can you see here that there are some V's going all the way up? Those are your chains. Okay, when you get your foundation chain, you're going to stretch out your foundation chain to make sure that all of the V's are on the outside of your headband. See how I folded it in half? And you have all the V's on the outside. Now we're going to connect the headband by doing a slip stitch inside the first chain. So I'm putting my hook in there, in my loop, and I'm going to insert in that first foundation chain in both loops. This is a little bit tricky, so just be patient with it. I'm just going to push it through, and now I have the complete V on my hook, and I am going to grab my working yarn, and then I'm going to yarn over, pull through everything, and now your headband is connected. You're going to chain 1. We're going to do a half double crochet. That's a yarn over, insert your hook in the foundation chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to yarn over, and then I'm going to insert my hook in one of the loops. I'm not doing both loops on my V. I'm only doing the V that's furthest away from me. So I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. I'm just going to keep going all the way around. Foundation chains are honestly the hardest part. Just getting it all the way around your foundation chain. The second row is a lot easier. So you're going to go all the way around. Okay, so I have gone all the way around. And now I need to connect this together. So this will be done by a slip stitch. I'm going to put my hook inside my loop. And just like what we did to connect the foundation chain, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to insert our hook into both loops. You see that? Both loops right there. Yarn over, pull through the V and the loop on your hook. And give it a tug, and you're ready to start your next row. We're going to chain 1. And this is for safety measure for me. That way I know I've completed my row. I'm just going to put a little stitch marker right where my slip stitch is. That way I know when to stop and do another slip stitch to connect the second row. So I'm going to go yarn over. This time I'm going to insert into both loops. Yarn over. See how I have both loops on my hook? Not sure if you can see that. Okay, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And you're just going to keep going all the way around, but you're going to be inserting into both loops this time. The only time when you insert into one loop is when you do your foundation chain. To me, it's just easier. Some people do it on both loops, but I just find it easier just to do it in one loop when you have it on your foundation chain. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So you're just going to keep going, and you will have 4 rows. Okay, I just want to show you how to do your slip stitch on the second row. So I'm just going to take out my stitch marker, and I'm going to slip stitch in the first half double crochet I did. See that right there? I'm going to insert my hook in there and make my slip stitch. Insert into both loops. Yarn over, pull through your V and the loop on your hook. And I'm going to put my stitch marker back in there. And then I'm going to keep going all the way around. And I'm going to do this 4 times. Or 2 more times actually. Alright, so I just finished the 4 rounds. I'm going to cut off my white. I'm all done with that. And next is my black. So I'm only going to do 1 row of half double crochet in black, just to give that transition. So I inserted my hook. I'm just going to show you how to change colors. So use the end of your yarn and kind of give it a fold, trying to make a imitation of a loop, if you will. So I'm going to put my loop on my hook and just pull through, but don't pull all the way through. You just want that loop on your hook, that way you can continue with black. I'm tugging the white right now, that way I can tighten the black and the white transition. That way I can make a good knot, that way I know it's not going anywhere. One knot and 2. Now that is not going to go anywhere. We are good to go. And so those 2 colors, I'm going to give it a little bit of a trim, honestly. A little bit too long and they're not exactly the same. So I am going to crochet over them, that way they kind of get hidden as I continue to do my half double crochet. I chained 1 and then I'm inserting my hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, just like what we were doing with the white. You see how I'm putting the strings in between the stitches? I'm going to yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So I've finished going all the way around, just like what we did with the white, and I'm transitioning to the red right now. Okay, so just like what we did with the black, I kind of made it a little bit of a half. I folded it in half a little bit, put it on my hook, and then just pull through it. I tugged on the black a little bit. That way it kind of secures it so I can tie a knot with my red and black pieces. One knot. Alright, so I chained 1, and I'm just gonna half double crochet just like I did with the white and the black, and I'm gonna hide the strings as I go all the way around. And if I'm going too fast for you, feel free and rewind and just kind of watch it over and over again. This did take me a little bit to learn, but when you learn what a half double crochet. So this is what the red is looking like, and you're just going to keep going all the way around 4 times. Once when you're done with your project, you are going to cut the string. You're going to get the end, put it in that loop you're crocheting in, give it a good tug, and that completes your headband. So now we just need to take our yarn needle and thread it, and you are just going to hide the ends just to secure it even more. So you're just going to thread the needle, and you're just going to kind of hide it in your project. And you're going to do this with the red and the white. Pull through. Okay, we're going to start with the button for your headband. You're going to start with the white, and you're going to make what's called a magic circle. And it looks very similar like a slip stitch. So you see the X, you see the 2 loops. You're going to take your hook under, over, and you're just going to keep pulling. Instead of pulling to make the knot, you're actually going to crochet in that little loop you see there. Okay, so I'm going to set it down real quick. Alright, you see that loop? That's where you're going to crochet in. Chain 1 just to secure the magic circle, and we're going to be doing single crochet 5 times in here. So you're going to insert your hook in the circle, yarn over, both loops. You're going to do this 5 times. It's going to feel weird, but insert your hook inside the circle, yarn over, pull through both loops. So we have 5 stitches, and we're actually going to pull the end yarn to make the circle. See how that? It's magic. So we are going to do single crochet 2 times into each stitch. That is our second row for crocheting in the rounds. It's going to be a little difficult to get in there. So you're going to crochet twice in that stitch to make it bigger. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, both loops. Right. Insert in that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. You're going to keep going all the way around, but I'm going to use my little stitch marker, that way I know when the end is coming up. So I have crocheted double in each stitch all the way around, so that means I should have 10 total. Now you see how I have that little hole? Just pull on the end of that magic circle and it will tighten up. So the next row is going to be double single crochet in the same stitch, and then the next stitch will be just 1 single crochet. So insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over both loops. So I did a single crochet twice in one stitch. The next stitch I'm going to crochet once. Insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. And then the next one will be single crochet twice in the same stitch. Pull through, yarn over, through both loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over both loops. So you're going to keep going all the way around. So this is the end of the next row. We got one more row. So we're going to do double single crochet in the same stitch as the next row, just like what we did last time. And then the next stitch we are going to do a single crochet, and then the next one is going to be another single crochet. You'll have another double single crochet in the same stitch. So we're kind of increasing our single crochets in one stitch all the way down. Okay, so I am completely done with the white, and now I'm going to do one row of black. So just like what we did when we transitioned colors with our headband, I just folded it in half and pulled it through my white, and now I'm going to make a knot. Here's the knot. Okay, so it's ready. So I'm just going to do a single crochet all the way around. I'm not going to double it, and I'm not going to increase it. So I just want the color on the outside. So each stitch I'm going to have a single crochet. And while I'm doing that, I am hiding my ends in the stitch. It's going to start looking like that. So cute. Okay, so when you have completed, you cut off the yarn and you do a slip stitch at the end. You weave in your ends with a yarn needle. Just make sure everything looks secure. Get your yarn needle and start hiding your ends. When you've completed that, now we're ready to put the circle in the middle of our headband to make the Pokeball. So you have a black string, and you are going to thread your yarn needle. And you're just gonna kind of go under and over, just a very simple sewing stitch. But I'm not going to tie a knot at the end of it. I'm actually going to tie it when I completed sewing. So I'm just going to actually leave a little bit of a tail, and then just kind of lightly sew. See my little tail? That's going to stay the whole way through. And I'm going to be threading my needle only in the black. That way it kind of hides my stitch work. You just can keep going all the way around. Okay, so I finished going all the way around. I'm going to turn my headband inside out. And now I'm just going to tie a little knot at the end. Not much of a sewer, so this is the best I got. I find it very simple to do it this way, and I don't think anybody will be able to see it. So when you tie your knot, now I would just kind of shorten the yarn even, and then I would just weave in your ends inside the circle. See, you're gonna go right in here. Nobody's gonna see that. So once when you thread your ends, it is ready to go. Looks so cute. So that's it. That is your Pokeball headband. So like I said before, it took about an hour for me to make it, and this is a fairly easy project to make, and I think the only complicated thing is to crochet in the rounds. Once when you understand what you're trying to do, it's very easy to start cranking them out like crazy. So if you like this kind of content, feel free and hit that subscribe button, and if you have any questions about this project, feel free and leave a comment down below. And let's hook in that bell. That way you know the next time I post a new video. Bye!